up, everybody? Gojin851 finally back after being off for a little bit because of reasons. Finally, with a new box day. Enough talk, let's open. I've seen some reviews of this online, and it's made my mouth water even more. And then I finally got the notice it's being shipped out. Kept watching my front door, checking the fun little app on my phone, see when this bad boy would get here. And we have the X Plus Favorite Sculptors line, Mechagodzilla 1974. From the film Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla in 1974. One of the best, if not one of the top 5 best of the Showa Godzilla films. So, first off with the box. The box is awesome. This is the kind of box that I like. I believe a lot of people like it as well. In fact, I'm going to keep this. I'm going to find a way to put it on my shelf with the other. I kind of like my figure setup, you know, from date stuff. This is my Showa side. This side is for like the 70s. You know, it's got Megalon, Jet Jaguar. It's also got the Showa Mechagodzilla. You know, both the versions I have. I'm gonna try to put it behind it as well to show it off because this is a nice box. It is awesome. Okay, and like others have pointed out, this is from the Monster Maker 28 set of sculpts, and they are awesome. I suck at those kinds of models, so I don't really go with them, but X Plus got me covered. So enough talk with that. Let's open. Okay. Here he is inside of his plastic casket. I can already see the paint job already popping with this release. Place the box there. Hey, you're okay. You're okay, Milo. Okay. Smelling nice and fresh. Directions. Don't need directions. Comes with a tail stand. Now, others I've seen be able to stand their Mechagodzilla on his own without the tail stand, but we'll see what happens. Let's take him out. And oh my. Oh my. And here he is. The 1970. Okay, he does need a tail stand. The Favorite Sculptors line, Mechagodzilla 1974. And right off the bat, let's talk about some stuff. He has some articulation. You know, the waist can actually move the, Mechagodzilla around. His head does a full 360. Make it nice and gentle, though, because there's actually a spot on the neck that actually, stops it. The neck part... Sorry. The neck part actually moves around just a little bit as well. The arms, full rotation. Awesome. Okay. The wrists, once again, do full 360, so you can have it like where he's firing off his missiles. The only thing is that he's kind of, pointing on the opposite directions, but, details. Okay. chest opens up and shows off his cross laser. Awesome stuff. Close it up for now. The legs have articulation as well. Pretty stiff, but they do the full 360. And also the ankles have a full 360 as well. Awesome stuff. Now, I've seen a criticism of this that the mouth doesn't open or close. Yeah, I'm in the same boat. You know, sometimes you want to display it, you know, going to have the mouth open or closed, like it's roaring or has like little mouth missiles that could be firing off. But, you know, still awesome release. Okay? Alright, so let's talk about, you know, the overall look of Mechagodzilla. Mechagodzilla 74 has like that 70s look to it, you know, they're very sci-fi, and it feels very alien. And they captured that perfectly with this sculpt. You know, all the little details, the rivets, the way how the paint job is done as well. You know, it has that sheen to it to make it look like it's actually made of metal rather than plastic. Which I'm not saying the other figures have really done that, but I've seen some when I was younger. So it's awesome that it's moved along in all that time. Okay, the eyes are translucent-ish. So, you know, the light can actually shine off of it very well, you know, the orange in the eyes. Also, he has those earpieces. I think that's where they, like, upload, you know, different programs and stuff to Mechagodzilla. You know, those awesomely sculpted on there as well. All the little rivets around the neck, around the vent, around where the face is, that's where the suit actor will be able to see out and, you know, do his thing while fighting with Godzilla 74, hint, hint. And just awesome stuff. Okay, you know, it says MG on the arms. You know, where Mechagodzilla 2, you know, when they remade him in the 75 film, you know, it actually says MG2 on it, which awesome stuff. And we also have all the little details in Mechagodzilla as well, you know, showing off his kneecap missiles, his toe missiles, his finger missiles. You already saw earlier, you know, the chest piece that opens up, it shoots off the laser, you know, later in the, or electric beam. Later in the film as well, while he was fighting King Caesar and Godzilla as well. Awesome stuff. This is I'd say a 10 out of 10 release for this line. You know, I didn't get the gigantic Mechagodzilla 74, and I do have the 30 centimeter, and I do have the Mechagodzilla 75, so I'll bring those over in just a moment. But as far as those three are together and, you know, talking about, I'd say this one, you know, takes the cake as the best release for Mechagodzilla. Nothing wrong with the other releases. In fact, I think the Mechagodzilla 75 is one of their best releases. But the 74, you know, yeah, it does have a little bit of, you know, much more to be desired. But, you know, still a fun figure. But, yeah, this one takes the cake all the way. So, pretty much that is the review, you know. I tried to have him stand on his own, you know, with the tail, but unfortunately, well, see, now he does it. You know, of course, you know, whenever I'm about to say something, it does the opposite. Story of my life. But anyway, it's an awesome figure, you know. If you haven't gotten this, I highly recommend it. This is the standard. The Rick feature of it, you know, is with light up eyes, and I think the chest actually lights up as well. I'm very particular when it comes to Rick releases, when it comes to X Plus. I think I say this in pretty much every video, you know. It has to be something very special with the release, you know, for it to be me wanting to get the Rick nowadays. Alright, so let's do some comparisons to some of his predecessors. And here we are, the original release Mechagodzilla 74 30 centimeter with the new Favorite Sculptors line. And, you know, the difference is, you know, at first glance, very subtle. However, with a deeper look, you know, the paint job for the Favorite Sculptors line pops more than the original 74, which has kind of, you know, I don't want to say a dull gray look to it, but, you know, the metal doesn't actually pop as much, you know, with comparing the two to each other. Now, the really cool thing about this Mechagodzilla 74, you know, that I don't think it's talked about enough, is it comes with a pretty cool stand that he stands on as well. Now, for, you know, photographers, you know, out there that want to photograph their X Plus figures, you know, Leslie Chambers does it, you know, Godzilla Train 1090 does it. It is a lot harder to photograph with the tail stand, especially, you know, where you want to just go, like, if you want to put it in the grass, it would really stand out, especially when you don't want to use the tail stand, which, by the way, is a tail stand. Not tail stand, well, the regular stand. It's not even a tail stand, it's just a full stand. You know, he's really leaning back, but if you want to have him more forward, you know, I don't plan this. It does it on its own. It's standing on its... Wait, earthquake test. He's standing up to an earthquake test now. You know, it's always... It's just the way it is, you know, with these things. Oh. So now he can stand on his own. However, when he stands on his own, then the new Mechagodzilla is clearly taller than this one. Where when he's standing on his stand, they're more eye to eye, but, you know, for height-wise, then this one takes the cake. Now, I don't want to, you know, say anything bad about this figure. I really do enjoy this 74 figure, but I do understand some of the criticisms as well. And, well, see, there he goes. Oh, there he goes. And I will say the one thing that this one has over this Mechagodzilla is that this one is more of a ready pose. Like, he's just coming out of the mountain to go fight King Caesar. He's like in the base, you know, getting worked on. Where this one, he's more in an attack pose. Like, he's ready to fight. You know, you can see like that stance that he has. So that's the one main thing I would say that this one has over this. But, you know, everything else is covered much better in this release. Okay, so let's bring over his sequel. And here is the favorite Sculptors line 74 with the 75. Now, the 75 has more of a brighter sheen to him, you know, with the metal in his, you know, in the suit. But once again, it's not fair to really compare them because they are different films. But, you know, the favorite Sculptors line is a little taller than the 75 as well. Yeah, but both are absolutely fantastic sculpts. You know, whether you know, you like the Terror Mechagodzilla more than the original 74, I love them all. So had to have them, but here they are next to each other. And I really thought the cool thing about the 75 compared to the 74 is we have the finger missiles actually look more menacing and sharper looking and bigger than compared to the original 74. But here they are together. Okay, now this is a bit controversial. I don't care, because I still do like this figure. And hopefully they do make the correct Godzilla to go along with this Mechagodzilla. But let's bring over the 75 Godzilla, put them up against each other. And here we are, the 75 Godzilla 30 centimeter with Mechagodzilla 74. Now, my brain ain't what it used to be, so I feel like this Godzilla is a little too tall compared to this Mechagodzilla. I always thought Mechagodzilla, you know, was much taller than Godzilla in the film. So for photo reasons, I don't see a real problem with it. However, you know, there are some out there that want, you know, everything to be kind of in scale, and I think that would actually be a small hindrance. But hopefully someday we do get a 74. I know a lot of people have been asking for a 74 X Plus, and I think actually they made a favorite sculptors line. I forget the name of the modeler that the favorite sculptors lines are based off of, but I think they did one as well. And I think it was in Leslie Chambers' review of the 74 Mechagodzilla. You know, it actually looks really good with it. So yeah, X Plus, I would love to see that. I know a lot of people would love to see that, and I'm sure it would sell out like hotcakes. So now, here's some final thoughts about the film Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla, Mechagodzilla in general, and then we're gonna wrap it up. Alright, so Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla 1974 is an absolutely fun film and a lot more violent than all the other Godzilla films. I know some would say, you know, Hedra and Gigan, there's a lot of bleeding and melting, but Mechagodzilla, you know, straight up ruined Godzilla in that movie. You know, launching all the missiles into him and, you know, shooting him in the neck and blood squirting all over the place, you know, almost ripping Angus' head off by breaking his jaw. Just absolute menace in that film. And it's one of the best portrayals, I will agree. But would I say it's the absolute best Mechagodzilla? Well, it depends on what you're looking for. Do you want him to be the villain? He's got you covered. Do you want to be kind of like a weapon? Well, a 93's got you covered. You know, I love the 93 film, one of my favorite Godzilla films as well. Are you a fan of the Millennium series? You know, that's an awesome design. You know, it's kind of a mixture between the Showa and the Heisei together, and just looking awesome. If you're a fan of the anime trilogy, yeah. Or if you're a fan of the MonsterVerse version, you know, I love that Mechagodzilla as well. Mechagodzilla is just awesome altogether, pretty much in any form medium. Anyway, so it's an absolute fun film, and I highly recommend anyone track down a copy and watch it. You know, I think it's on HBO Max. You can give it a watch, or I think it's on Tubi. You know, whatever, track it down. Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla 1974 is one of the best. And as far as Mechagodzilla as a character, you know, it's always, I always love the idea of fighting your dark half or your evil twin. I always love that in films, you know, books, video games, you know, you name it. So when Mechagodzilla was on the scene and he was actually, you know, kicking the crap out of Godzilla pretty much the entire movie, then, yeah, awesome stuff. And that does the review for the Favorite Sculptors line, Mechagodzilla 1974. I highly recommend. I know that the Rick is still up for grabs on Awesome Collector, which I got this from Awesome Collector, just arrived today. And if you want to do the light up gimmick, then yeah, sure, go for it. The standard has been selling out in lots of places. You know, I looked at Hobby Search and it was sold out there. Awesome Collector, I think the standard was sold out at the time of this recording. If it hasn't sold out, I'll put it back here, like right here. And, you know, okay. But it's an awesome figure. It's an awesome, you know, Godzilla enemy and all the other stuff, and love it. Well, that does the review, and that does the video. Hope y'all enjoyed, and I'll catch y'all with the next unboxing or gameplay or short. I've been doing some shorts lately, you know, trying to show off my collection, and you know, so y'all can get a look. I might do a video on this Mechagodzilla a little later on. You know, I might try to show off some more of the Ricks that I have as well. So more content coming. Until next time, this is Gojo851 saying good day, good night, and I'll see y'all next time. All right, see you later.